Welcome back to another edition of Arizona Wildcats Insiders Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Hutchison. We have just witnessed the Wildcats this past weekend snap their two-game losing streak on the road as Arizona went into Boulder and pulled off the 52-17-point victory, throttling the Colorado Buffaloes and Deion Sanders on the road, snapping not only a two-game losing streak with losses to BYU and Houston by a combined 9 points, but also snapping a 5-game road losing streak that dated back to the previous season with losses to Iowa State, ASU, Texas Christian University, TCU, Houston, Central Florida, and also the last one's escaping, those to BYU as well. So those losses, they fell behind by a combined double-digit points in 4 of those games. Each and every time they found themselves in a hole, had to dig out, couldn't do it in many games. The Iowa State game was somewhat close, but they found themselves in a 22-0 hole in that game as well. So it's very impressive that they were able to go from that. And the Houston game was a 3-point deficit. So that's not too bad. But they go from that to beating Colorado. I know it was an underwhelming Colorado team. I know it's a bad Colorado team, but Central Florida last year was a bad Central Florida team that didn't have their offense coordinator or defense coordinator, and Arizona still got pulverized by R.J. Harvey in that rushing game and that offense completely. So to go into Boulder, Colorado, homecoming, sold-out crowd, Buffs reeling and really their backs up against the wall after falling 53-7 against Utah the week prior, and absolutely lay a whooping on them. Brett Brennan and this coaching staff, great job by the offense getting out to the early lead, putting no doubt in people's minds by jumping out to a 52-7 lead in the game midway through the third quarter, and then defensively, 5 takeaways. They came up with 5 takeaways in that game. Very strong effort defensively. Yes, they gave up some yardage to Lewis as he came in, the 5-star recruit, later in the game. But you know what? That's why he's a 5-star recruit. That's why he's highly talented, and that's why you're going to struggle sometimes against those type of dudes. But Arizona put their head down and just battled, man. They battled. They're battle-tested, and they went on the road and came up with a very good victory. They allowed Noah Fifita to have a big game and be pulled in the third quarter where he wouldn't get hurt because the game was out of hand. Brandon Locke came in, struggled. I don't think he completed a pass. Arizona's offense went not inept, but went just muted in the fourth quarter, scoring no points and seeing Colorado add 10 points to their score. But overall, I mean, I thought it was a great game plan. I thought it was a great game for Arizona, and you walk away with an impressive win. You walk away 5-3. You're 1 game closer to a bowl game. Again, I think Arizona's going to not only get to a bowl game, I think they're going to go 8-4. I think that ASU game is really interesting now. It's something that you really got to pay attention to now. So we'll see how Arizona moves forward throughout the week and moves forward for the Kansas game as the Jayhawks come to town for Arizona's homecoming. But I want to talk about Noah Fifita. And he just won Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. And the performance he had against Colorado was high level, top tier talent by Noah Fifita, top tier performance, going 11 of 19. I know that's not going to jump out to anybody, but 213 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 0 turnovers. Perfect. No turnovers. Put the offense in great position. Had big explosive plays with a 57-yard touchdown pass to Trey Spivey. He had a massive touchdown pass, 38 yards to Javion Watley, and then another one like 40-plus yards to Geno Richardson for his first career touchdown. Anything and everything that Noah Fifita needed to do right in that game for Arizona, he did. He hit all the right reads, made all the right plays, torched the Colorado defense, and put Arizona in a prime position to take him out in the third quarter. again, this is a game where if he plays the fourth quarter, he probably breaks the single season touchdown passing record for Arizona, which is 5. He's done it. Jaden Delora has done it. Tom Tunnicliffe has done it. Sorry, the record's 6. Tom Tunnicliffe and Jaden Delora have done it. Fifita's reached 5 four times. This is his 4 touchdown performance. He could have tied it. I think he would have gotten to 7. I think he had a situation where he could have easily gotten to 7 with how the game was trending and how Colorado's defense was really inept from start to finish. And it's not only about this game for Fifita. 2 weeks ago, I know Arizona had a bye week this past week, but 2 weeks ago, in a loss to Houston, he passed for 269 yards, completing 24 of 16 on his passing attempts. The one of those balls was dropped. The other one was batted at the line. So realistically, he could have been 25 to 26 for 2 touchdowns. So in the last 2 games, he's passed for over 500 yards or near 500 yards. And he's totaled 6 touchdowns, no interceptions, 0 interceptions. And his completion percentage has risen. He is playing high-level football. So for that, he gets an A from us. He gets a solid A. I think the completion percentage, if it was 14 of 19, he gets an A+. That's the only thing. I would like to see a few more completions. I thought there are a few plays out there. But I'm not sure much more you can ask for Noah Fifita. The last 3 weeks, this week and 2 weeks ago, he's played near perfect football. And on the season, he has 21 touchdown passes, 4 interceptions, and over 2,000 yards passing. Last season, he had 18 touchdown passes, 18, and 12 interceptions. He led the conference in interceptions. This year, he's near the bottom, only 4. And going back to his freshman season, I think he had like 24 or 25 touchdowns to like 6 to 8, one of those 2 interceptions. So he's on pace to be doing better than he did his redshirt freshman year, where Arizona went to a bowl game, won the Alamo Bowl, and went 10-3 and ripped off 7 straight wins. Do I think Arizona's going to rip off 7 straight wins? It's hard to tell. It's hard to say. You still have Cincinnati on the road, which I think is the toughest opponent Arizona has left on its schedule. I know you have ASU, but they're missing their quarterback. They're banged up. So I love what I'm seeing from Arizona. I love what I'm seeing from the coaching staff. And I love what I'm seeing from Noah Fifita. For that, he gets an A. It could have been an A+. It's right up there. And he is trending in the right direction. He's playing high-level football, and he's moving closer to being the all-time career passing touchdown leader with 65 in his career. 67 is the record held by Willie Tuitama and Nick Foles. Now, I'll give those guys a lot of credit because back then it wasn't a pass-happy league. It wasn't a pass-happy game of football. So to get to 67 each, very impressive. Noah Fifita might obliterate that record. He might get to 75 by the end of the season. He might have 10 touchdown passes left in him, if not more. So buckle up, enjoy the ride. I think Arizona's well on its way to a bowl game. Arizona fans should be excited to see what Noah Fifita has been doing the last couple weeks, and they're trending in the right direction. The storm is over, guys. The 2-game losing streak, the storm is over. Here's the calm, and now you have, how do I say it? Now you have the payoff of the storm. You have the payoff of everything, because I think you're going to see Arizona starts to stack up some wins here. But be sure to follow us on Arizona Wildcats on SI. Follow me, Troy Hutchison, at THutch1995, and we'll see you next time.